All right, first of the month here. Culotta and the Prince, the vlog on this October 1st, Thursday edition. Good show this morning. Local TV sports show with Chris Hagan. Joe Oliva was here. And Throwback Thursday with Justin Vincent. Favorite Justin Vincent memory?
SEC championship game.
Toss?
Just whoop, right up the middle, scores. Georgia people in the Georgia Dome were shocked. They thought that this was their opportunity.
No way they'd lose twice that year at LSU.
You can't tell me that we're going to lose these guys again. The only reason they won the first time is because it was in Tiger Stadium.
And they got calls.
They got calls. Chiron Carey should have never caught that ball. Yeah, well, guess what, dude? Got worse.
Chiron Carey made the Skylar Green made the catch. Chiron Carey had the touchdown run.
Yeah. Green made the catch.
JV was good, man. I remember. Might be a little remake of this one. Remember that Ole Miss game that year?
Yeah, Ole Miss game was big.
He broke out on a sideline run late in the third quarter that set up a long pass to Devery Henderson for a touchdown. I think you might get a little bit of that this year. I mean, it looks like that could be. Yeah. I think LSU and Ole Miss today, as we have this conversation, Prince, best two teams in college football.
The best two teams in the SEC thus far. Yeah, so I'm very interested in seeing that.
But October 1st, right here, as we have this conversation, if you were to tell me who the top three teams in the country are, would you leave LSU and Ole Miss out of that?
No.
I mean, I put Ohio State in there.
Yeah, but
maybe Utah.
Utah's good.
That was no fluke.
That's no fluke at all. I should have asked Justin about 2003 when he went up to South Carolina.
Allie Broussard had a big night.
But Justin also had like 16 carries for around 70 yards as well.
That's really when they kind of turned to him that night and said, "We're going to ride with you for the rest of the year."
Yeah, and again, it was a great performance there. The South Carolina game it's just sitting there kind of weird for me right now.
The current one or the 03 one?
The current one, because again, you're looking at it in I think LSU's better than South Carolina, but I don't know what it is about the level of expectations of an LSU team playing at noon Eastern time on the road. Just I don't know, man. It's weird for me because even when you know they're the better team, they haven't performed at that level.
I like the fact that they have an 11 o'clock start under their belt, or a noon Eastern start under their belt up to this point, because I think you can motivate them by playing the film of what happened against Syracuse. They were asleep for 2.5 quarters. I mean, even with the highlights that they did make, I mean, the penalties, the mental mistakes, everything that went along with that, I think was.
You're looking at 4 plays away from it being a 30-point win.
Yeah.
Just 4.
Right. And you could look at the opening game and say the same thing about the Mississippi State game, but I think you say, look, it's the opener, it's game 1. A lot of nerves. You guys wanted to get on the field. You were teased a little bit the week before with the McNeese game. But I'm with you at South Carolina. I had an uneasy feeling about the South Carolina game when I just looked at the schedule in August. Now that I've seen what they have through 3 games and that they've played this weird, quirky start time. Now, it's a conference game, and Williams-Brice is going to be a little bit more hostile than the Carrier Dome, even though you said it was pretty loud in there.
It was very loud in there. But they won't be taking and playing Sandstorm, and they won't have that weird chicken screaming on every third down.
Yeah, it's weird.
We know weird.
You learn anything from Oliva?
We know weird. Yeah, it's always a good opportunity for us when. People say, well, Joe Oliva said that he's going to tell them not to move it. No, what he said was he asked them to respect LSU's traditions like you have respected other people's traditions. That's what he's supposed to do. He's the athletic director at LSU. He's supposed to ask for that. But we all understand that when you're a member of the conference, the person who makes the ultimate decision is not the athletic director at LSU. It's the TV network. And if LSU is undefeated and Florida beats Ole Miss this weekend, and Leonard Fournette is still the most popular player in college football, get used to midday kickoffs. It's going to happen. Yeah. When you're good, that's what happens.
Chris Hagan, pour a little out for you, brother. Good luck in NOLA. We'll patch back up. See you Monday at Lunch with Les.